Welcome back to the Writing Lab. When you're trying to impress your reader with great word choice, the key is to just use the biggest word you can possibly find, right?
So, I hear you want to have some impressive vocabulary in your essay. I can help. In the back room, I've got a bootleg thesaurus that no one knows about. Don't worry, this isn't shady at all. See, what you want to do is just pick any word in your essay, any word at all. Don't even think about it, just pick one at random and look it up in the thesaurus. Then, choose the biggest synonym you can find, drop it into your essay, and you're golden. They won't even know what hit them, probably because they don't know what that word means. For instance, imagine you're trying to eat a week-old pizza that I sold you. You could say, this food is old and it's hard to chew. But with my handy thesaurus trick, that's totally legal, I promise, you could make that sentence 1.5 million times better. Let's take food, for example. What's the biggest synonym we can find for food? Subsistence has 11 letters. Let's go with that. How about old? Superannuated wins hands down. Hard? Backbreaking. How about chew? Remember, don't think while you're doing this. Just pick the biggest synonym you can find. And the winner is manducate. See, we took this simple sentence and without any effort at all turned it into this masterpiece. This subsistence is superannuated and it's backbreaking to manducate. Is our new sentence better? Is it clearer? Is it more effective? Who cares? It's got bigger words, and that's all we care about. Trust me, I know things about stuff.
I'm not sure he does know things about stuff. The point of using high-level vocabulary is not to impress people with big words. In fact, sometimes when you try to use the biggest word you can possibly find, you end up just shooting yourself in the foot.
Now there's a big word. My foot!
Take a look at this guy's example sentence. The word superannuated is technically a synonym for old, but its full meaning is retired because of age or infirmity. Call me crazy, but I don't think that seems applicable to pizza. And what about manducate? It means the exact same as to chew or to eat. But it doesn't add any extra meaning. It's just an overly inflated word, and there's nothing impressive about that. A better revision of that sentence might look something like this. This stale pizza is difficult to chew. The word stale isn't much bigger or fancier than the word old, but it's a more specific synonym, so it actually communicates a little more meaning. And the word hard could mean the opposite of soft, or it could mean the opposite of easy, we're not sure. So difficult might be a more accurate synonym. Let's look at a couple more examples. Today, in excess of 99% of photographs around the microcosm are effectuated with a digital photographic apparatus. Wow, check out the large vocabulary words in that sentence. With each of these large words, we need to ask ourselves, am I using this word because it's the most specific, most interesting, most accurate word available? Or am I just using it because it has a lot of letters? In this example, these big words don't give any additional meaning. In fact, they actually make the sentence harder to understand. The sentence would look better like this. Today, more than 99% of photographs around the world are taken with digital cameras. See, simple is not always a bad thing. On the other hand, look at this example. Hunter and Driffield pioneered research on the light sensitivity of photographic emulsions in 1876. The fancy vocabulary choices in this sentence are not just inflated words. They're specific, accurate terms. The word pioneered could have been simplified to started, but pioneered is more specific. It means you are breaking new ground, accomplishing something that's never been done before. You don't get that same meaning with started. And photographic emulsions might seem big and confusing, but it's the most scientifically accurate term for what we're talking about in this sentence. You could say that photographic emulsions is a synonym for camera film. That is a much simpler, easier to understand term. Actually, now that I think about it, you guys are probably too young to know what camera film is. Go ask your parents. But the materials Hunter and Driffield were working with looked nothing like modern camera film. So photographic emulsions is a better term because anything less big than that would also be less accurate. And that's no good. So, in review, when you're trying to spice up the vocabulary in your writing, make sure you're using high-level vocabulary that's specific and accurate and avoiding overly inflated words. I think we need some practice. Let's go to work.